The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good afternoon or good morning, depending where in the world you are joining us from today. Welcome to today's webinar, Get to Know Hilton's Vacation Rentals Brands, plus get critical updates from Hilton. My name is Cara Kurtz, and I am the Senior Business Development Coordinator here at ASTA, and I will be the organizer for today's presentation. We are very happy to welcome today's presenters from Hilton, Veronique Dubois, Director of Global Travel Partnerships, and Ms. Barbara Wright, Manager of Leisure Marketing, Hilton Grand Vacations. Before I turn things over to the amazing ladies, I would like to point out a few important features on your screen that will allow you to interact with us via the web today. We'll be answering your questions at the end of this presentation. To ask a question, you will be using your go-to webinar pane. Near the bottom of this pane is an area that says questions. If you click the arrow next to where it says questions, this will open up a window pane that you'll be using to communicate with us. If you're having trouble hearing this presentation, please make sure that your speakers are turned on. And if you've called in, please try hanging up and dialing back in again. You can send me any technical issues via this questions pane, and I will try to answer them via the same pane to the best of my ability. Please note all audience members are muted. We certainly want to hear from you all, but with so many people on today's call, background noise would prove to be prohibitive, and we want to ensure that everyone can hear the entire presentation. Also note, one lucky attendee will win a 2-night stay at a Hilton Hotels Resorts property or 20,000 Hilton Honors points. In order to be eligible for this prize, you must be on the webinar from beginning to end, and we will be announcing our winner live at the end of Q&A. Finally, please remember that this webinar is being recorded and will be available for your on-demand viewing at asta.org by early next week. Now, without further ado, it is my pleasure to turn it over to today's dynamic duo, Miss Veronique and Miss Barbara.
Thank you so much, Cara. What a great introduction. This is such an exciting time, and I think business is kind of streaming back, and Barbara and I are so excited to have an opportunity to provide you with some updates about our product. Of course, Hilton is an ASTA Platinum proud sponsor, and we are exactly that, proud of that. So we're so thrilled to be able to support the industry, support this great organization. I'm an ASTA Verified Travel Advisor. It's a fantastic program for those of you who are thinking about becoming ASTA Verified Travel Advisor, but haven't taken that step yet. I highly recommend, even having been in the industry 20 plus years, I learned so much. So I wanted to make sure that if it's on your radar, it's a great time to do it. Our team will also be exhibiting at the ASTA Destination Showcase in Savannah, Georgia. So if you are attending, we would love to see you there. So we'll get going. Today we'll give you some updates about our portfolio, some COVID-19 updates, and truly I cannot wait to not have to tell you about COVID-19 updates anymore, but here we are. And it's always helpful to have the latest and greatest on things you need to recommend to your clients. Barbara is here joining me as my colleague who manages our Hilton Grand Vacations product, our vacation rentals product. So she'll give you an update on her beautiful properties. I will give you some updates on Hilton Honors, how to book with us, and then how to reach out to us. I think I start most webinars by saying, it's not an army of one. Besides Barbara and I, we have BDMs located regionally in the US who are here to support you if you need anything. We have a team now dedicated to our all-inclusive resorts that are here to help you. So if you need any assistance or have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. Our contact information is on the ASTA website. So reach out if we can be of help. But just to give you an update, we have just over 6,600 properties in 119 countries around the world. Our 18 brands fall within the portfolio like they do in this brand grid. And this brand grid is also posted on our Travel Advisor website that we'll talk about in a second. I just feel like this is a really great way for you to see where all the brands fall within the portfolio. Everything from luxury, full service, focus, all suites. We have 3 brands now, and then our lifestyle brands. And just to note that the product, the vacation rentals product that Barbara will talk about in just a little bit, falls under full service. You'll see the Hilton Grand Vacations logo at the bottom of that pillar. So that's where that resides. But, some of these brands have done extremely well in the last, year of the pandemic because they're conveniently located near drive-to destinations. And as we know, a lot of clients have taken drive-to trips. So OC Suites, Homewood Suites, Home2 Suites, Hampton, True, all of those brands are really well located near driving destinations. I'll mention for those of you who have clients who like to travel with their pets, all of the Home2 Suites properties are pet friendly, 100% of them. And most of the Homewood Suites properties are also pet friendly. We have over 1,700 of the properties within the portfolio are pet friendly. So we have a little bit across all of these brands, but wanted to make sure that you knew Home2 Suites is 100% pet friendly. We have a couple of hotels that I want to especially point out before Barbara starts with her presentation. Resorts World Las Vegas, so excited. This property just opened at the end of June, right on the Las Vegas Strip, 3,500 rooms, more than 40 dining establishments, amazing entertainment. We have Luke Bryant here. I'm Canadian, and I was so excited when Celine Dion decided this was going to be her home now. So that's exciting. And, for those of you who have clients into techno music, DJ Tiesto is at this property. It's 3 Hilton brands within one complex. So we have a Conrad and a LXR Hotels and Resorts, so 2 of our luxury brands within one tower with very dedicated spaces with their own look and feel. And then there's a tower that has the Hilton Las Vegas in it. So really cool. Check-in areas are different, elevators are different, look and feel is different, but they are within one complex. So truly there is something for everyone on this at this property, and I can't wait for you to have a chance to see it. It's great for leisure, it's great for corporate. We have 350,000 square feet of meeting space, so great for meetings and events as well. So can't wait for you to see it. If you do want to do a site inspection when you're in Vegas next, please reach out and we'll connect you with the director of sales on property. Another hotel that opens in Las Vegas in March this year is Virgin Hotels Las Vegas, part of our Curio collection, which was one of our boutique hotel brands. And that also is great for leisure, corporate, and meetings and events. It has just under 1,500 square feet. This was the Hard Rock Hotel in Vegas, and we closed it for a long time, almost 2 years, to make sure that it was reimagined as Virgin Hotels Las Vegas. So really, really excited. I'm going to be staying there in 7 weeks now, and I can't wait. I'm spending half my time at Virgin Hotels Las Vegas and half at Resorts World. So I'll report back to you and let you know, my findings. And then lastly, wanted to mention that the Arizona Biltmore, which is one of our Waldorf Astoria luxury properties in Phoenix, it's one of the Grand Dam hotels in the United States. It just went through a $90 million renovation, so completely been reimagined. There's a water slide complex, as you'll see from the photo on the bottom left, an adult pool from the photo on the bottom right. All the rooms and the suites have been reimagined also. The 22,000 square foot spa recently reopened. There's golf on property, so truly it's great for any type of your clients, whether you're sending a girls getaway with spa treatments or guys golf trips or multi-generational family trips. It would be great for that. So I'm sure many of you have been to this property, so I wanted to make sure that you knew it had at the end of May officially reopened with all of these modifications. And we also wanted to touch base. I mentioned earlier, we have a team here that are my colleagues dedicated to our all-inclusive resort products. We now have 11 all-inclusive resorts open. We have 3 more coming. It's a very exciting time for us here with all of these new properties opening. If you go to hilton.com/all-inclusive and bookmark that site, that is where you'll find details about all of our properties, which are in Mexico, Caribbean. We also have all-inclusive resorts in Turkey and Egypt. We have one that just recently opened, which is part of our Curio collection boutique hotels. It's in Curacao. We have a property in Puerto Vallarta, Riviera Vallarta property that just opened in Mexico, and it's booming. And we have several more openings. We have a brand new Hilton Cancun opening next month, brand new construction on a secluded beach that feels very, very private, but it's still 15-20 minutes from the airport. That is opening next month. It has 68,000 square feet of meeting space and great kids and teens programs. So stay tuned for an official announcement about that opening, but it's going to be over the top and glorious. But hilton.com/all-inclusive will give you all of the details about the various all-inclusive properties. Some updates as of late since our last webinar. Housekeeping is still on demand, except for our luxury brands, which has daily housekeeping. We kept it since the beginning of the pandemic. We've had housekeeping on demand because, at the start of the pandemic, folks simply didn't want us to go service their room while they were in the room or us touching their items and their belongings. So we have been very careful to be respectful of everybody's feelings during the resurgence of travel and, with still the pandemic looming here. So we're keeping housekeeping on demand. If your clients want daily housekeeping, we are absolutely pleased to offer that. If they want towels but no housekeeping, we're happy to do that. So we're very flexible with housekeeping. So whatever your customer wants to do, but right now it is on request unless they ask for it to be daily. Public areas will continue to experience the Hilton Clean Stay methodologies, which is deep cleaning and disinfecting of the most high-touch areas within the common areas of the properties. Hand sanitizers and wipes will still be in the lobbies if guests want to use them. Face covering, since the beginning, we have followed the CDC guidelines in terms of face coverings. Right now it is if you're fully vaccinated and you want to opt to not wear a mask or face covering, you can do that. For staff and guests who are not vaccinated, we ask that a mask be worn, and just keeping up with the CDC guidelines and the guidelines of where the hotel also is located in the US. Our food and beverage program that had been kind of reduced in terms of hot buffet breakfast during the pandemic, we started July 6th, and so we have hot breakfast at all of the brands that offer free hot breakfast. We always offered free breakfast to the brands that have that as part of them, but the free, help yourself to a buffet during the pandemic, we had changed what we were serving during that time, but as of July 6th, it's back. Also, we changed for the remainder of the year our Hilton Honors Elite member benefits for Gold and Diamond members, where before we just offered free breakfast for those Gold and Diamond members. We have changed our policy for the remainder of the year to be a food and beverage credit. We were getting a lot of comments from Gold and Diamond members that said, hey, if I travel, I'm going to breakfast with my client, or I don't eat breakfast. This is not a perk that I take advantage of. So we changed it to a food and beverage credit. So folks, if you're sitting by the pool and you want, a Cobb salad for lunch, you can use the food and beverage credit for that. If you go back to your room at night and you want a glass of wine, you can actually use the credit to pay for that as well. So just know that that's been something that we implemented for the rest of the year. We also were first out of the gate to announce what we are going to do for 2022. in terms of our Hilton Honors benefits, points that were due to expire because of the inactivity in in people's accounts. We are not going to expire anybody's point through December of 22 now. Also, the benefits that we had extended for elite status members through 2021, we've now extended through March 31st of 2023. So if you had, gold or diamond status and you were fearing that you were going to lose that nice perk for 22, rest assured we are keeping those benefits and that status in place through March of 23. And there's all kinds of other benefits that we are reducing the number of nights that it takes to earn elite status and some other perks too in the program. So everything is, all of these details can be found at HiltonHonors.com if you want to let your clients about it and know about all of these enhancements. We made them early in the year, probably 6 weeks ago now. We made these announcements so that you would be able to share all of these details with your customers who have status. Hilton Honors App has been a blessing through this whole pandemic because guests were asking us to offer them a contactless experience when they're on our properties. So if you include the Hilton Honors number in your client's reservations, a day prior to arrival, we'll send your client a notification within the Hilton Honors app on their devices that says, here's what to expect at X property in X city, so that they know before they even arrive what is going on at that specific property based on, could be state guidelines or city guidelines. And then the day prior to arrival, we ask them to also check into their room. Day of arrival, we'll send them a digital key to their phone to say, your room is ready, here is your digital key. And if they want to use their phone to unlock their room key, they can absolutely do that. And then at the end of the stay, they can use the app to also check out of the room. So really from the time that you book them to the time they check out of the room, they never have to go to the front desk unless they want to. They can do everything through the app. And then I will turn this over to Barbara to give you an update on Hilton Grand Vacations. Barbara?
Thank you very much. And thank you everyone for joining today. It's wonderful to be able to speak with everyone about our brand, Hilton Grand Vacations. Our brand has right now about 13 U.S. destinations, 36 total hotels and resorts that are open. We're over 10,000 rooms for our brand now. Our largest one being in Las Vegas on the Las Vegas Strip. The smallest one is only about 10 cottage units over in Odawara, Japan. We just recently opened phase 1 of 2 brand new properties in new locations for us as well. One in Maui, on the island of Maui, and another one on Sesoko Island in Japan. What I want you to know, though, about Hilton Grand Vacations is our brand is the vacation ownership brand. However, that's not my role within the company, and your role also is to book your guest as like hotel stays. So that's what I represent for those 34 properties that are open. So they're available for all guests. Timeshare ownership is not a requirement to stay at the HGV hotels that you're able to book, and tours are not required either with rental stays at HGV hotels. Our Hilton Grand Vacations hotels are bookable through the GDS system using HH or EH or on any of the brand websites. So you can go to Hilton.com and make reservations for our properties as well. So it was already discussed about what wonderful properties there are available in Las Vegas. We also have 4 Hilton Grand Vacations properties in different areas really close to the Las Vegas Strip or right on the Strip. One is located right on the north end of the Las Vegas Strip. One is located right by the Flamingo. Ilara, which is Center Strip, is right across the street from the Cosmopolitan Hotel. And then we have another one that's close to the Convention Center. So depending on what your customers are wanting, if it's a little bit more quiet or they're coming for a convention, we have a location available for them. The one that I did want to talk about was the one on the Las Vegas Strip. So all of our properties in Las Vegas have studios, suites. Some of them are up to 4-bedroom suites at Alara. So this is wonderful for those customers that need a little bit of extra space, or if they're staying for a while, they just want to have something a little bit more like sort of like an apartment or a condo. So they have 1 2-bedroom suites. They have a full kitchen, living area, washers and dryers in the unit. So it is a lot more like a small apartment as opposed to just a standard hotel room. The next location that we have 4 properties available again is in Orlando, Florida. Also, these are all very close to the theme parks, but they all each have their kind of unique destination depending on what your customer is looking for. Hilton Grand Vacations at SeaWorld, one by Tuscany Village, which is right on International Drive. Park Soleil, which is in an area that's up and coming, a lot of building and construction around in that area. And Las Palmeras, which is right by the convention center also. So Hilton Grand Vacations at SeaWorld is the closest property to the west concourse of the convention center, but it's also a great location because it's right across the street from SeaWorld, very close to Disney, Universal Studios. It's just a wonderful location. They also have studios, 1, 2, and 3-bedroom suites. And you can kind of see a lot of leisure destinations that we have available for our brand. And any guests that do stay at SeaWorld, if they go to the SeaWorld theme park, they also get these complimentary added benefits too. Complimentary shuttle, a rescue tour, shopping discounts, and early entry on certain days. And speaking of leisure destination is Honolulu, Hawaii. This is the Hilton Hawaiian Village. There are 4 Hilton Grand Vacations, actually 3 Hilton Grand Vacations properties. Lagoon and Kalia Tower make up the Hilton Grand Vacations at the Hilton Hawaiian Village. Then there's the Grand Waikiki and the Grand Islander. So your guests are able to stay in our properties, our buildings, and still have all access to all the accommodations, the pools, all the amenities at the Hawaiian Village. The newest one that was built there is the Grand Islander by Hilton Grand Vacations. It is 1, 2, 3-bedroom suites. Again, they have the full kitchen, living room, washer and dryer unit, and as I mentioned, they have access to all the amenities at the Hawaiian Village. Then if you want to go to one other island in Hawaii, in Waikoloa, we have 3 properties available there. Hilton Grand Vacations, Kingsland by Hilton Grand Vacations, Kohala Suites by Hilton Grand Vacations, and Hilton Grand Vacations Ocean Tower, which is part of the Hilton Waikoloa Village. And the Ocean Tower, we purchased that from the Hilton Hawaiian Village, and we're in the process of renovating the units there. So all of our guests, again, have access to all the amenities at the Waikoloa Village. There's studios, 1, 2, and 3-bedroom suites. They have access to all the pools, the restaurants, everything that all the other Waikoloa Village guests have available as well. Excuse me, another wonderful location that has done very well during this pandemic, of course, are our beach properties. We have 5 properties in South Carolina, 3 in Myrtle Beach, 1 in Hilton Head, and then our newest one just opened in Charleston. This is not a beach property, but it is very close to the coast, but it is more a city in the historic area, and that just opened in June of this year, a brand new building there in Charleston. So this one I want to talk about is Ocean Enclave by Hilton Grand Vacations. This has been just a tremendous asset to our brand, It is an oceanfront property. It is a brand new building. It was opened in 2019. So if you know Myrtle Beach, you'll know a lot of the properties there are a lot older, so not a lot of new build there. But we do have 1, 2, 3 bedroom suites here, located right in the ocean. It's very close to the convention center, as well as the airport. And then when we go up to New York, we have 5 properties in New York. The newest one that just opened is the Central at 5th by Hilton Club. That one just opened in July of this year. Again, a brand new building. So it's not like we just renovated a building that was there. It's completely new. The Hilton Club, New York, and the Residence by Hilton Club are floors within the Hilton Midtown. So we have our own dedicated floors for those properties, and the accommodations are a lot different than just the traditional hotel rooms in the Hilton. And then the West 57th Street by Hilton Club, and then the Quin Central Park by Hilton Club, which I'll talk about in the next slide. So this is located West 57th Street and 6th Avenue, right in New York City. This one has been completely renovated. We finished all the renovations of the rooms this summer in 2021, and they just opened back up again about a month ago. This hotel offers, again, studios, suites. The only difference with our brand is the properties in New York, they won't have a full kitchen. Some of them will have a small refrigerator. This property offers also an espresso coffee maker. And that's the only difference, is they don't offer the full kitchens, but you're in New York City, so everybody wants to get out and just explore and go to the wonderful restaurants that are available there in New York City. Other destinations we have around the country, I'll just want to point out, it's getting going to be ski season soon. So we have a property located in Park City, Utah. There's another one located in Breckenridge, Colorado, Eldora Mountain Lodge. So those are great ski locations for those who do snow skiing or snowboarding as well. We also have several new international properties. I already mentioned the one, Sissoko. It's called the Beach Resort Sissoko by Hilton Club. We have one in Barbados, the Hilton Grand Vacations at the Crane. Bay Forest Odawara is another property located in Japan, and Craig and Derrick Suites is a small property located in the forest, actually, in Scotland. And then the last one is La Pacifica Los Cabos by Hilton Club, and I'll talk about that on the next slide as well. So this property is located within the Hilton Los Cabos Beach and Golf Resort, so it's kind of a shared property as well. Studios 1 and 2 bedroom suites. We recently, about a year ago, took these over, renovated them. You can see on the side here how beautiful, gorgeous amenities that they have. Full kitchens also, excuse me, and of course, because our guests are staying here, they also get to use all the amenities at the Hilton Los Cabos. They have 4 beautiful pools, restaurants, that wonderful spa, kids club. So this is also a wonderful opportunity for your guests that want to stay at a great beach resort down in Los Cabos. And that is the end of my presentation. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Barbara. I could absolutely see myself doing a girls' getaway at some of these properties. They look really amazing. And for travel advisors, you, like Barbara said, you book them like you would any other Hilton properties, whether in the GDS or on our various websites. They are fully commissionable. And I think as you're getting more and more requests for multi-generational family trips or girls or guys getaways, I think these properties are absolutely perfect for that. And I think sometimes it's difficult to know who to trust with vacation rentals. And of course, with the Hilton name on the building, you can absolutely feel good that your clients will have a good experience and that you'll get paid your commission at the end of their stay. So thank you, Barbara, for walking us through that. Now on to our travel advisor portal, travelagents.hilton.com. This is where you would come for any content that you need. If you, I showed you at the beginning of the call, our brand grid with our 18 brands. If there are some brands you're not that familiar with, you could come here and click on the Explore Our Brands tab and learn about our brands. We have an educational platform here. You can learn about Hilton Honors here. For those of you who were avid users of Unlimited Rewards, our travel advisor loyalty program, it is back. I'm so pleased to be able to say that. We shared this program with Avis and Budget Car Rental, and at the start of the pandemic, they had paused the program. So of course we had no say in whether or not we continued with it. We had to pause also. But as of July 14th, the program is back. If you had an Unlimited Rewards number, you can start using it again for any bookings made after July 14th, and you'll get your points. For those of you who have not signed up for Unlimited Rewards yet, I urge you to do so. You are leaving perks and money on the table with each booking you make with us that you don't have an Unlimited Rewards number attached to. And to sign up, you would simply go to the Loyalty and Rewards tab of travelagents.hilton.com and sign up there, and we'll give you a number that you would just add to your reservations with us. And then after you accumulate $25 worth of points, we'll send you a Visa debit card, and then continue as you book more and more clients with us. We will deposit those dollars onto your debit card, and you can use the debit card wherever Visa is accepted. So truly just think of this as an additional form of compensation on the bookings that you are doing with us anyways. So urge you to sign up for Unlimited Rewards. Where the blue burst is on my screen, where it says offers and promotions, that's where you would come to book travel advisor rates. When you're traveling for yourselves, you can click on that and you'll come to a page that says exclusive travel agent rate, and then you'll know you're in the right place to book your own bookings. If you are not booking in the GDS and you book online, you can go to any of our websites, are all travel advisor friendly. So you'll always have a place, and I'll show you in a second, where you could put your IATA, CLIA, or True number. If you go to travelagents.hilton.com, it would be that black button on the far right of the website. That's where you would book your customers. Booking with us, Barbara mentioned earlier, chain code EH, that is for every Hilton. If you're booking in the GDS, you just have to remember EH. If you do a search, for example, for Hawaii for certain travel dates, and you include EH, we'll return every one of the hotels that are in Hawaii, including the Hilton Grand Vacations properties. So it's a good tool for you to use and not have to memorize 17 separate chain codes for all of our various brands. If you are booking online, as I just mentioned, all of our websites are travel advisor friendly. They'll all have a section like I highlighted in that pink box that says travel agent number. And we do accept IATA, we accept CLIA, we accept True numbers. We love all travel advisors, and we certainly work with you and pay commissions to travel advisors who have that designation. So IATA, CLIA, or True number include in that travel agent number box. And for those of you who participate or after this call will participate in Unlimited Rewards, you would include your Unlimited Rewards there as well to complete your booking. I mentioned at the top of the call that there's a big team of us here to help you. We were here through the entire pandemic. I was never laid off. I was never furloughed. I was here helping you with all of your crazy situations that your customers found themselves into because of the pandemic. So we want to continue that. Our full team is here to help you, to support the travel agency community. So reach out to us if we can be of help. Again, our contact information is on the ASTA website. You'll see me at all the ASTA events. We support the regional chapters also, so don't be surprised if you see our team at some of the regional events as well. So reach out to us. We are here to make your life easier and to help your customers find the best possible accommodations for them. We also, I want to mention, we have a team called Hilton Direct, and you'll see them on my screen here. All of this information is on our travel advisor websites, travelagents.hilton.com. But Hilton Direct is our team that is here and dedicated to working with travel advisors to help you book your groups or your meetings or your events. So if you're getting a request and you have a budget in mind, you can reach out to these folks and say, I have a group of 30 going pre-cruise, Fort Lauderdale, these dates, what can you recommend? And they will be able to recommend our hotels across the entire portfolio of 18 brands. So they're kind of an extension of you selling to your customers. So I urge you to reach out to them if you need help booking anything, including the all-inclusive properties. And Kara, that is all that we have to cover today. We'll take some questions if you have any.
Yes, thank you so much, ladies, for the amazing presentation. We have a whole bunch of accolades that poured in, so I do apologize if it takes me a moment to go ahead and source through them to find the questions, but we do have a lot in here, so let's go ahead and jump into it. Veronique, I know you talked about it a little bit at the beginning of the presentation, but for anyone that joined us late or just to give a quick refresher to our attendees, how are the rooms cleaned in between clientele?
Yeah, so we're still like Hilton Clean Stay is the program that we designed at the start of the pandemic. We were the first hospitality company to come up with a cleanliness initiative. We partnered with the Mayo Clinic and with Lysol to come up with some methodologies by which our staff on property made sure that the common areas were deep clean and disinfected, and of course the guest rooms were deep clean and disinfected. So those methodologies continue in cleaning between guests, and we've been successful at it since April of last year. So we are still and will continue to use those clean stay methodologies in between guest stays.
Thank you so much, Veronique. Next question we have here. Hilton Honors members, can you accrue Hilton points if you book through a third party?
You cannot. No, I think that's probably true of all the loyalty programs in our industry, that it's for bookings direct, which the travel advisor, is a channel that we consider a direct channel, which is not the case for online travel agencies or wholesaler bookings. If your client books through you and you book direct with us, they will absolutely get credit for their Hilton Honors points, but not through a third party.
Perfect, thank you. Can Hilton Honors members use points for the Grand Vacation properties?
Barbara, can you answer that? I believe so.
Yes, you definitely can. It is, I don't know the exact conversion, but you can go, and when you go like on Hilton.com and you select book with your points, it will show the properties that are available and the points needed to book those. So you definitely can.
Wonderful.
Perfect. Thank you, ladies. Give me one moment here. Can our advisors call to book on behalf of their clients? And if so, where would they go about finding the phone numbers and information that they would need to do that?
Yeah, so all of this information, I'll go back to the website, one second. You'll see, well, it's kind of covered by my blue burst, but at the very, very top, if you go to travelagents.hilton.com, there's a contact us button at the very top. And all of our various department phone numbers are listed there, including a travel agent reservation. So you can just go there. And as long as, I would urge you to bookmark that website, travelagents.hilton.com, so that you can always refer back to it, but certainly reservations phone number is listed there.
Thank you so much. Would this also be the same website where they would be able to find some more information about your commission?
Yes, absolutely. If they go to right next to the Bluebird, so if you see where it says Explorer Brand Loyalty Rewards, next to it is Agent Resources. If they go to that, they will absolutely see information about our commission. We use a company called TACS, TACS, to pay our commission, which I know is kind of a company a lot of industry suppliers use also. And as an agency, you would register with TACS so that they know where to send your commission payment. But by now, I'm sure most agencies have already registered. But if you want all of their information and how to reach out to them, you would access agent resources on the navigation bar of travelagents.hilton.com.
Thank you so much, Veronique. Do you all offer transfers and insurance packages direct for your all-inclusives?
The all-inclusive properties have a lot of value-added items that can be added to the reservations, and it would just be a matter of working with the salespeople on property to arrange for transfers and arrange for, all the properties offer right now COVID testing, so it could all be arranged through the sales department at the resorts.
Thank you so much. I know that we already briefly touched on it, but can you again just talk to us about the process for using a client's points to book on their behalf as the advisor?
Yeah, so as you might imagine, when it comes time to points with credit card and data, it's all about privacy for us and keep making sure that we keep your client's privacy just that private. So if you're wanting to help your clients book using their points, they would have to share their credentials to access their account. And I think that's pretty common in the industry. But yes, you would have to actually access your client's account in order to be able to help them book their using their points. I'll say something else to keep in mind is that Hilton Honors points can be redeemed on Amazon also. So I know a lot of travel advisors try to steer their customers to redeem those points on Amazon so that they can clients can come to you to book their stays, paid stays that you will earn commission on. So I think that's probably a good thing for you to remind your customers that they can use their points on Amazon so that you can, in turn, you book their paid stays yourself.
Thank you so much, Veronique. You always have such detailed answers. Next question is going to go back to Miss Barbara, I believe. What is the best way to book vacation clubs for clients?
If you want to book them like a regular hotel stay, you would just do it like you would any Hilton brand, whether you book it through the GDS or book it direct, just like any other Hilton brand.
Perfect. Thank you so much. For grand vacations, will guests who are not interested in ownership be contacted by the sales team? Is that a mandatory part of staying there?
Absolutely not. That's one of the things that I did mention. A tour is not a requirement. They will not be harassed or told that they have to do a tour or anything when they're on site. A lot of our guests don't even honestly realize that we are vacation ownership when they just book what we refer to as a rental stay or a hotel stay. They check in, they earn their Hilton Honors points, especially if they booked it through you, and then they check out just like any other hotel guest.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Our next question, can either one of you ladies talk to us about some properties that you may have available in Los Cabos?
Yeah, so Barbara mentioned her property. I'll go back to that slide in Los Cabos, but we have several properties in Mexico that you can book. We have the Hilton Los Cabos. I'll try to go back to that slide, Barbara, because it was really
Yeah,
pertinent.
it was at the end.
Yeah, this one, Pacifica Los Cabos. This is one of the properties that shares amenities with the Hilton Los Cabos Beach and Golf Resort.
Perfect. Thank you. Are group contracts eligible for unlimited rewards program?
We have actually a program through Hilton Honors that is a meeting planner program. So if you go to meetings.hilton.com, you can learn about it. But basically what it does is when you do a contract with a hotel for a group meeting and event, you would provide them with your Hilton Honors number, and you will earn 1 point per dollar spent on guest rooms, meeting rooms, audio visual equipment, and food and beverage. So that after the group takes place and the last client checks out, the hotel will kind of tally up what all of the dollars convert to points and then deposit that into your account. So it's a really good thing, and thank you for bringing it up. It's a really great program for you to participate in, and it's as easy as having a discussion with the sales manager or director that you work with on property.
Thank you so much, Veronique. Another question just came in, and it is if previous stays are able to be added to that program. Or
If it's for any, it's not for past stays, it's for future stays that you include an unlimited rewards number for. Anything that's for July 14th or further out.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Are there shuttles to and from the hotel from the airport and to cruise port available for our advisors to find on the portal?
Yeah, all of that information about free or paid shuttle service to our hotels is all very well indicated on our websites or within the GDS also, and we have many cruise port friendly properties. So yes, you would find all of the details there on our website.
Perfect. And our last question for the good of the group, before we go ahead and announce our prize winner, does Hilton have any vacation homes?
We have the vacation rentals, the ones that we talked about that Barbara covered earlier, not homes per se as of yet.
Perfect. Thank you so much, ladies. If I can trouble you both for a slight drum roll, please. Today we have night stay or 20,000 Hilton Honors points, which will be going to Miss Kim Taylor. Miss Kim Taylor of Dream Maker Vacations. Please, I ask the other advisors to help me in giving her a virtual round of applause. Kim, I will be sending you an email to connect you with one of our amazing presenters today, Miss Veronique, and you will be able to go ahead and let her know what you have chosen. Veronique, before we close out today, do you have any words for the advisors?
We appreciate your business. We know very well how tough the last 2 years have been. It's been great to see many of you at ASTA Global Convention. We look forward to seeing you at the Savannah event or the Austin Premium Business Summit event, which I'll be attending with one of my colleagues. And we are also exhibiting at several regional ASTA chapters. So looking forward to reconnecting in person. We appreciate your business and we are here to support you any way we can.
Thank you so much for the kind words, Veronique. With that said, as I mentioned at the beginning of our webinar, this was being recorded. So for any of our advisors that joined us late, or if you know somebody that this may benefit, please send them to asta.org where this will be available on our video resource library. And I would like to thank again our amazing proud partners at Hilton who joined us for today's webinar. This will conclude our presentation. I hope that everyone has an absolutely wonderful remainder of their day. And Kim, be on a lookout for an email from me. Thank you so much, ladies, and I hope everyone has a great remainder of their day.
Thanks, Kara.
Thank you.